Hello, 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 and welcome to Q&A freaking Thursday. Happy Friday Eve. Today we have a very special show for you because we have Sydney back here again.
Yes. Man, that was a quick week.
In the hot seat. I know.
I feel like we were just here.
We were just here, and we're going to go into more excruciating long answers.
I love it.
It's going to be a very long 2 hours.
Let's do it.
Welcome, Sydney. We're glad to have you back here.
Thanks.
You excited?
I'm so excited. Yes.
Today is, for people, if you're listening to this as a podcast or whatever it may be, today is Thursday, November 20th, 2025.
Yeah.
And we're here to answer detailed questions for 2 hours. We also have Mr. Dane Hennon in the ether answering questions. I don't know. Oh, he does have a camera on him.
Indeed we do. Hello. Thanks for including me, guys. I'm in the box, so this is how we're doing this now, is I'm just going to pop in occasionally or, sideline it with you guys if there's a question that happens to tap into my particular expertise.
Love it.
We've contained Dane.
Contained the Dane.
We've contained the Dane, the great Dane, and so he'll be back there dishing out questions for us as needed. I'm sure he'll be chiming in from time to time with his own thoughts. Now, in the washway, we've changed some things up. So, heading over there, we have Mr. Jimmy Wilkie joining us as our main detailer for today.
Yes, I'm going to be cleaning my car.
I think, Jimmy, you just wanted to use this as an excuse to wash your car, and that's 100%. Okay.
Yes,
definitely.
100%. Gabe was like, I can wash it for you. And I said, no.
Yeah, you want to do it yourself.
Yeah, I'll just do it myself.
Gotcha. So many of you guys don't see Jimmy often in front of the camera because he's usually behind the camera and also one of the masters there editing all the videos that you guys see on the Brad Company main channel. And he puts in a ton of work to our YouTube channel, including everything that you see here on the Q&A and everything in between. So it's a lot of fun. So Jimmy, tell us about your vehicle, your Chariot back there.
Yeah. This is a 1989 Nissan 240SX. It has a Spirit Ray Miyabi wide body kit on it, and so it's got everything from the front fenders and the front bumper all the way to the side skirts. The rear quarters are molded. Basically, I bought this car. It had no clear coat on it. It had some damage on the rear quarters, and I have kind of restored it. We're still getting there. There's a few things with the motor and trans and stuff like that need to be worked out, but that's where it's at the moment. It was painted in a garage by a guy who no longer paints. It was the last paint job that he ever did. So it's pretty special to me, and I've spent a lot of time with it over the years, and that's the car.
Very cool. So Jimmy's going to be laying down the law there. Looks like he's got some Armory Detail Supply products as well as some Koch Chemie products there. And I think the goal here is just to give it a maintenance wash, right?
Yeah, for the most part. There's nothing really too dirty. We had an open house at MVP Detail Supply, and so during that I drove it in pretty gnarly weather. We had some pretty good water on the road, so it's got just a lot of just almost like traffic film from the cars ahead of me, and then the rear is significantly dirty and the side skirts are significantly dirty as well. Other than that, there's just a little bit of iron deposits on the brakes and stuff like that, just from being old calipers. So I'll clean that up and we should be good.
Sweet. Right on. Well, I should cover some housekeeping right now.
Yeah. Please.
So, Sydney.
I knew this was going to be an issue.
This week. What?
I thought you were looking at my drink. I was going to address that.
The housekeeping of the Taco Bell. No. I mean, that's fair game.
I was going to address that. Yeah.
Are you full leaded right now? Is that full sugar? Is that diet?
No, it's full. I don't drink diet. But I knew people were going to see the Taco Bell cup and think, "Oh my gosh, she ate at Taco Bell." But here's the deal: we found out that Gabe Garcia, our friend, never eaten at Taco Bell in his whole life. I don't even know how that's possible. I think we both thought he was lying, but he's apparently never had Taco Bell in his entire life. Huh? And so I took him to Taco Bell for lunch. So that's why I have the Taco Bell cup.
I don't really believe him, but at the same time, I don't really know what else to think. So I just am going to be okay with it. But the real housekeeping I wanted to get to is actually what's going on right now at the radcompany.com.
Yeah.
Nick, we pulled that up. We are running our Black Friday sale. It has begun. Almost 20% or 20% on almost, I should say, everything, with up to 70% off of doorbusters and of course all of the cool limited edition swag. So Nick, let's go ahead and take a look at these doorbusters here. If we can go to Shop All or view all the doorbusters, right? Shop doorbusters. And check this out. So we got some freaking killer deals for the next 12 days, which includes the Slim Dryer coming in at $13, right? A Korean twist loop drying towel that is absolutely amazing. We really wanted to get these in more hands, hence why we threw it on a doorbuster. That's really the only reason why we did that, because it's such an awesome towel, but you have to use it and you have to try it. Rip and Rags, the 30 count right there, coming in at a killer deal, along with what a lot of people have never seen before, which is the KCX Blue Bottle line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
So cool. The KCX Blue Bottle line was their consumer line that was brought to the U.S. It was available over in Germany for quite some time. Prosumer, consumer. I mean, basically, this was the line that was designed to be sold in retail spaces. And when we brought some into TRC, we had been selling it, but this is the first time we've really ever kind of pushed it on the website. And a ton of value here with a ton of great products, and you get the full freaking meal deal for like $100, which is sweet. And the coding system and what they use to distinguish each product is pretty cool. Now we have some other awesome things on here as well. So kind of going back, we've got everything from Trim Plus from ADS, amazing product. We have microfiber towels. We have C2V3. We have some older stock of C2V3 that we're trying to get rid of on a doorbuster, because we have V4 in, but V3 is still pretty amazing, and so it's worth trying. More towels, more wash mitts, and then what shocked me is that we even threw on the IK PPF sprayer and the IK MultiPro 12 into the mix, meaning that you can actually save a significant amount on those, along with the rest of the Diamond Protect line, which is also cool. Now, the heavy metal edition stuff, I'm actually wearing some of it, but I do want to talk about the heavy metal towel pack. So this towel pack right here includes a very, very special limited M22 in a Colorburst colorway. The Colorburst towels will be coming soon, but this M22 here is very special because it's kind of a cool gray and black, but it is the M22 drying towel. There's also going to be some twist loop towels in there that are very similar to what I would consider our citrus twist towels. They are not an FTW. They're about 100 GSM lighter than an FTW, but these things are just absolutely killer for glass and interior use, and they also have a very cool kind of limited colorway on them. And then we do have a limited heavy metal mitt, which is a gauntlet interior with the really cool cyclone outer. It's a cuffless mitt with a buttersoft suede entry. So really, really nice. And then as far as getting to swag, we do have a limited sticker that's going out with every order, which is awesome. And then also too, I have, you can see the heavy metal sticker. Awesome. It's like it's chrome. We had it somewhere around here. What the heck happened with the sticker? We did have it somewhere.
I've got one over
Dane's
here.
got
If
one.
Anybody needs to see it, I've got
Dane,
it hanging out with
show
me
us.
right here. It is awesome. I love it. It's so
Chrome.
cool. Yeah.
Nice, man. Rock and roll, baby. I'm wearing the shirt right now, but you can see the shirt right here, heavy metal t-shirt. And then we also have, flip to the back there, neck of the shirt. So you'll see it's Dirty Deeds, Detailed Sheep, the rag company, kind of a play there on little AC/DC. And then we do have the hoodie as well, which is all themed, again, kind of like this heavy metal theming. We love it. It's awesome. With the lightning bolt on the back. Freaking sweet.
Yeah.
So these are available in limited quantities. They will sell out quick, but those were just added not too long ago to the site. So really excited. I got mine on. I'm repping it. Feel good. Feel powerful.
Looks good.
Let's get some questions. Sydney.
Yeah.
You're going to talk a lot. What do you think?
I'm going to talk a lot?
Yeah, my voice.
Sure, yeah.
My
No,
voice
I'm
is
ready.
tired.
Yeah.
So you're going to.
Okay.
You're going to run it.
Got it.
All
Love
right.
it.
So the way I framed today's show, you're going to see a lot of people responding to the title of today's show, which was, what makes you a detailer? And I wanted to keep it kind of broad because there were different ways people could answer it, like the inciting moment that caused them, hey, I want to go detail now. Or is it something that people are like, oh, you need this checklist of things before you can consider yourself a detailer? So it kind of opened it up to some different possibilities. But anyway, you'll see some answers coming up. First, though, Stilly's Mobile. Go ahead and get that, Sid.
Yes. So I think you said to read it. I can't hear it when the pressure washer goes on. But Andy says, happy Friday Eve all. Rain out here in the wild, wild west has enabled me to catch a live today. Yes, I do. I have heard from several people in California that they are literally being soaked, as are we. Ooh, unexpectedly, right?
Yeah, we're getting a bit.
Yeah, I know. I don't know about you guys, but at 6 a.m. this morning, absolute torrential downpour. Yeah. It woke me up. It was pretty crazy.
They're soaking in California, Idaho, I think, and Utah. They're soaking there.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Yep. All right. Mac Bergson, here we go. Hello, wonderful people. Thank you, Anthony and TRC team, for designing a pressure washer gun with a lock-on feature. As a disabled veteran who struggles holding a trigger all day, I am overjoyed. I'm thrilled to hear that, man.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you'll be able to see that in action today. Jimmy's going to be probably using the lock. I don't know if he's going to be using the wand. Are you a wand guy, Jimmy? Or a lance, I should say.
Yeah, I'll use a lance on the Corolla, but this car's so low that it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the trigger lock's awesome. It's very fun to use.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I mean the whole line. I mean, we have been really, again, with these pre-production units that we have, we've been really stress testing these for a long time now. And yesterday, or it was 2 days ago, actually sat down in here, took about an hour and a half to actually bring the truck in and do a full do a full wash without overthinking, right? I'm not going to analyze any of this stuff. I'm just going to just use it and try to get myself in the mindset of I'm just wanting to enjoy the wash. And using the full H2O line, I mean, I literally told everybody here it's one of the best experiences I've ever had. And I just absolutely love, what we've done and what we've put together. And so I'm super excited. So right. Mac Bergenson says, I never buy anything at full price. I always wait for a sale, but I will be buying that pressure washer gun the moment it is announced. Nice. Awesome. Thank you, Mac.
Nice.
You got it. Then we got Ronnie Yacht here, making sure to throw out a happy Friday Eve, everyone. I agree.
Yes. And you know what I'm most excited about is a week from today is Thanksgiving.
Oh, my gosh.
You love Thanksgiving, right?
I do. I love
it's your
Thanksgiving.
Favorite, yeah.
It is my favorite, yeah.
It's a food holiday.
And what are you cooking?
Oh, yeah. I do the whole thing.
I know. Walk me through. What's that look like, Sydney? I'm hungry.
So, brine the turkey the whole night before. I make mashed potatoes, corn souffle. Yep. Corn souffle, the rolls, the pies. I make everything from scratch. Jello mold salad.
You doing Jello mold salad?
Oh, yeah.
Popular in your house or not really?
Oh, yeah, no, super popular. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not like a typical Jello salad. There's 18 different things in it. It's really good. It's packed full.
So this goes way beyond parfait.
Oh, yeah. Way beyond. But no, and then all the treats. I make the whole thing myself. I'm so excited. I love Thanksgiving.
Nice.
I didn't know if it was going to be I don't know if you made the ambrosia. It was called ambrosia salad.
It's kind of like that. It's like Jello, and it does have marshmallows, and you put it in the Tupperware ring, right? But it's got celery, walnuts, cranberries, oranges, apples, pineapple. It's got all sorts of stuff in it, and it is the fruit is solid in the Jello. There's no just Jello. You know what I mean? So it's thick. It's really, really good. So,
nice.
I'm super excited. I love Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And Isaac responding to the title. What's he saying, Anthony?
Simple. Someone who gets paid for what they do.
Yeah.
I thought that was considered what a professional was, if you're getting paid to do what you do. That was the deal.
I think there's probably detailers out there that don't get paid, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, some of them are chasing down clients going, hey, wait a second, you owe me.
Yeah. And maybe he meant, if I had to guess, is maybe he meant more along the lines of someone who gets paid for doing what they love to do, maybe. Because I do think that, detailers, I think when you're out there to get paid for it, you probably love it.
Well, and you also probably you calibrate the products you use based on whether you're an enthusiast or you're somebody who's doing this professionally, where maybe you need a little more efficiency out of every bottle.
Yep.
All right, next up. Go ahead.
Nice.
Just got approved for my business account. TRC is the best. Well, thank you. We are excited for you. It's going to be great.
By the way, Anthony, can you remind people about the business accounts, what those are?
Yeah. So the business account, basically, we have a program with the rag company where if you own a business or run a small business, you have access to really basically a free discount program. It applies to case quantities, individual products. It doesn't cost you anything. All we need to do is verify your business, and you are basically granted access to a special part of the website that allows you to order from that. And there's no strings attached. It's just amazing. Then we also have the dealer program if you're looking to sell in like a brick and mortar setup. That's a different program. But the business program actually is going to fit the needs of most detailers running a shop, or even most detailers that are doing it as a side business and just running things out of their home.
Yeah.
Yeah, there, like you said, there's no catches, there's no like monthly fees or membership or any junk like that. All there is a minimum when you place your orders. That's all it is.
Correct. And we do ask for a blood donation. It's not for anything weird.
Okay, not really,
The
though.
saliva donation is for I believe that's for the dealer program. I'm kidding. No, basically, yeah. There's no strings. It's just, you sign up.
All right. Next up, CEO detailing. What makes a detailer? Foam cannons, brushes, and egos. All right. Well,
definitely the last part.
There's definitely a lot of egos to go around in the detail industry. No question about that.
We know some people.
Right. Sim Taco.
What's
What's Sim Taco saying?
Okay, Sim Taco says, tuning in while finishing on a detail on a long bed F-350. Been here a while. Happy Friday Eve.
Nice.
Man, I know that too well. I do a lot of F-350s.
Mm-hmm.
Hang in there.
A lot of surface area.
Ooh, you guys got to come up with a name today. What are we going
gosh. Wow.
with? The one who shall remain nameless.
The only thing I can
needs a
think
name.
of is tacos, because I had just had tacos,
Oh.
so we could just call him Taco.
Who was the founder
Taco.
of Taco Bell?
Ooh, I don't know that. I'm not any good at trivia.
Whoever I was going to say, name him that. Yeah, I'm not sure, Dane. How about you name him?
Oh, man. Okay, let's call him Geraldo.
There we go. I do miss that show.
Is that a play on the Taco Bell thing or not even related?
No, I was just thinking, so what can I think of? And for some reason, Geraldo Rivera popped in my head. So I'm like,
Wow.
Geraldo, there you go. Okay, yeah, very random, just whatever. Just had to think of a name, and I was like, what's a name that sticks out?
I'd be terrified to be in Dane's brain
Yeah.
for more than an hour.
Me too.
Yeah.
buddy,
I mean, I
me
feel
too.
like that name is locked away somewhere deep in the 90s
I
in my
know,
head.
I know.
belongs in the 90s.
Yeah.
I know. It was next to like the Tamagotchis and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what else and like the Kurt Cobain flannels. I'm like, what
Yeah.
are you doing in
Yeah.
here, Dane?
Hey,
Yeah.
wow, don't knock the flannels.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
One who shall remain nameless, a.k.a. Geraldo. What's he saying
Okay.
today?
All right.
Good afternoon. Happy Friday, Junior, from the cloudy and chilly south coast of Massachusetts. Let's go with the Black Friday sales. Will anything be getting put on sale, or are we, or what we see is it? There may be some more drops happening throughout the week. I can't give you a confirmed date, but we are expecting some products to be coming in very soon, and if they come in on time, they will be added to the sale. But I can't confirm whether or when that's going to happen.
Okay. Then I've got DIY with Kane, Minnesota, checking in. Hello, DIY with Kane. Nice to see you here. It was nice to meet you at SEMA. And I got Ron, a yacht, here also saying, I did a coating maintenance on a Ram 1500 today. Had to recap the driver's side fender and doors because it had bodywork from a landscaper who didn't know how to back up with a trailer. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he
do that
says he
often.
recoated the panels with stout.
Yeah. Nice.
All
I have to
right.
do those a lot. I think I have, like, in the next couple weeks, I think I have 4 insurance jobs. I mean, they're my customers, but that we have to recoat panels because of some reason or another. Accidents, people backing into them. So I feel you on that, Ron. I do a lot of those.
Nice.
Then I've got Pablo Concrete. What's he saying, Anthony?
Hola, TRC team. How you doing? Smiling. He's just smiling. He's happy.
Well, he did a great job on your patio. How's that patio holding up?
The best. It's great. I love it.
Pablo does great work. All right. Dan Pfeiffer. Let's have Sydney do this one.
Good afternoon and word up from Minnesota. Happy Friday Eve, TRC gang. Looking forward to a great Q&A today. We are too, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
I feel like we have a lot of watchers in Minnesota. Is it just me?
We happen to just connect with the Midwest somehow.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
that's cool.
Love it.
I like that.
Love it.
All right, next up.
There we go.
Oh, it's Michael DeBlau.
Nice.
Go for it, Dane.
All right. Good afternoon, fellow car detailing enthusiasts. Happy to join for my Thursday evening guilty pleasure. All right.
Nice.
Right back at you, Michael. Happy to have you here. And, DIY with Kane has a question wondering, what's the O&R or when? What's the O&R Christmas rinseless watch looking like? Sorry, phrasing was a little weird. But, yes, he's wondering when he can get his mitts on that.
When he can get it, yeah.
So we will have it. We will actually have it pretty much any day now. We're expecting it, and so we'll have it here really, really soon. And I believe it will be part of the Black Friday sale. Cool. So it will actually be coming in at a discount.
Okay. And then
I believe, yeah.
Geraldo here saying, "Why do I detail?" ? I just mostly spend too much money at TRC on products that fill my shelves. I have found it is so nice to have all those products and tools when I need them.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
awesome.
whatever floats your boat makes you happy.
That's awesome.
And then I've got DS. I always like seeing DS in here, longtime viewer. Nice. We finally get to see some Jimmy on the other side of the camera.
Yeah.
Some love for Jimmy.
do.
I bet
Of course,
Jimmy's
Jimmy
excited
ran
to not
right
be
off
holding
camera
the
the second he heard that.
Yeah.
All right. Then I've got Juice Free just saying Rag Factory, let's go.
So
Yes.
funny.
Still trying.
So
Still trying
funny.
to make fetch a thing.
Goose doesn't know this, so I moderate the YouTube channel, so I see the Rag Factory comments,
Oh yeah.
and you might have to copyright that. I've seen the talk about possibly purchasing that copyright.
Funny.
Yep.
All right.
Mike G
Detailing. You
says,
got it.
"Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Christmas O&R is waiting for me at home." Nice, Mike. You have to let us know how you like it.
I haven't gotten to smell it yet.
What? Oh man.
No.
What?
Really? How'd you? Wow.
I see it. I just have not gone over and
Where is it?
Taking a whiff.
Where's it at?
I
Somewhere.
think
On
it's
a
probably
desk
on your desk.
somewhere.
Somebody should bring it to me. The big bottle. I don't know where it's at.
Ooh, Sydney. Got Pablo.
Yep.
Jimmy's Chariot looks so much better than some Hondas. I think he's talking about you.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Seems
very. Seems targeted.
His wheel is looking really, really good. It's like fully red on the white face.
They can't see it. Not
The
even possible.
camera doesn't take that angle.
This is why we need you
unfortunately.
to still hold a camera, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Nick,
You
should
should
I
put
grab
like the
a camera?
POV. You should
The
have
wearable
like
system?
the wearable POV.
Yeah, that can handle a stream.
Here,
Yeah.
let me turn back into normal Jimmy for a second. One sec.
We need
Oh,
to
here we
do
go.
one of
Putting his
those.
skills to the.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Because he
he's
knows
going-
he
he's
knows
going
exactly
remote.
how to. Yeah.
Oh, he's okay. He's picking something
Okay,
up.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay,
He's
we're
going Jimmy
handheld.
cam.
He's going Jimmy Cam. Is that camera actually hooked up to the stream? Are we going to see a live feed?
Wouldn't that be funny?
Oh my goodness! It is. It actually is.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh wow. Oh, there we go.
Look, he even knows how to adjust.
That
his
looks
lighting.
great.
Like,
Yeah.
See,
Look at that.
this is why it's handy having the guy who handles a lot of the cameras actually doing the detail here. He can help out.
that's awesome.
I don't think Sid was expecting the lighting adjustment. Yeah.
No, that's perfect. I'm glad he did it. Perfect, dude. All right.
That's hilarious.
Moving on.
There you go.
Dan
Now you guys know what I'm
Pfeiffer.
talking about.
Dan Pfeiffer wants to know where he can get Christmas O&R.
So I just gotta say something right now.
Yeah. What?
So I think there was a little bit of a lost in translation thing that happened. So there's two, technically, the Christmas O&R was supposed to be a very limited launch and very much an exclusive launch from just the Rag Company and Optimum. So that was kind of the goal, is that we're the only people that could sell them, only people that could get them. Mainly because that was kind of my project, and I'm like, hey, here's the deal. We want to do this, but like, let's kind of keep it, a little bit limited, make it special. Well, they launched theirs already, and I don't know if they understood I don't think they've done this. They've never done this
I don't
before.
Yeah.
think
So
I'm used to
they've
that.
kind of launched theirs first. So technically, you can order it from Optimum. We would like you to order it from us, ideally. It will be available here in the upcoming days, and it will be on sale, so you'll be able to actually save a little bit of money. And yes, we should have enough in stock to obviously get us through the sale. But yes, that's where you can get it, and technically you're only supposed to be able to get it through both places. That's kind of how it's supposed to be. I don't know. I mean, again, Optimum's never done this before, right? They're very old school, and it's not in a bad way. They're just very old school. They're very old school about how they go about doing things, and I don't think anybody told them, "Hey, this is kind of how this works." That's okay. I don't care where you order. It's amazing stuff, regardless. Smells so freaking good, and I love the color. And yeah, there's never been a limited edition O&R ever. So it's
at the end of the day, it's O&R. You know it's good already.
Yep, and it's just everything you love about V6, just now in a Christmas edition.
Wabam. All right, yep. DIY. What's he saying, Anthony?
This is kind of giving off NPR Delicious Dish vibe.
Okay. He's thinking this show gives off that kind of vibe. And Sydney, what is Sandro here saying?
Can you go in depth into the differences between GS, MS, MZR, and where they would be best used applicable?
Ooh.
You're going to have to take this one, Anthony. I'm really bad with my lettered.
So what's going on right now is I've been exerting, what's that called? You're doing when you're using your diaphragm to talk,
like
right?
enunciating stuff, like.
So, we film like a bunch of like really high energy videos where I'm like kind of like not yelling at the camera, but I'm really trying to project my voice and be vibrant.
Yeah.
But I've been doing that a little bit too often,
much,
especially since SEMA, right? And so like my I guess my vocal cords have never really like recovered yet, and so talking is just it's just a lot. So anyways, Sandro is asking this question. I'm happy to answer it. Green Star is going to be interior, exterior, mostly exterior, ideally mostly exterior, but previous to having MZR, it was really our best interior option as far as an APC goes in the K6 lineup. So you can use it for both interior, exterior, heavily diluted interior, very low diluted on the exterior. Multi-star, great for the exterior. We wouldn't use it on the interior, just exterior only. That's going to be a pretty decent pre-treater and just APC in general. And then MZR is going to be your ideal interior APC.
Boom. There we go, Sandro. Yeah. Then I've got Greg G's. Oh boy, this doesn't sound fun. Sydney.
Wow. Cleaning diapers from the backseat of a Mercedes SUV. That sounds awful.
I think whether they're used or not is the really important distinction here.
Yeah. I think that's where you send out the extra dirty fee.
Yep. Yeah. It's biohazard territory.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
I'm not doing that.
All right. Pablo here, really enjoying the TR Co. stickers and design on the shirts and everything.
Very cool.
So
Loving
that. I stuck it to the button on my shirt. It's actually staying in place right now, so it kind of works. All right.
Super cool.
Next up.
That was short-lived.
And I lost it. See? As soon as I call attention to it, it's gone. Goodbye.
Some of the things that you do would kill me. And
dude, I'm trying here.
I know. I love it. I thank you for wrapping. You can just unstick it. We have hundreds of them. You can just put it on you.
Yeah.
Could you just wear it, please?
It was my sticker, though. That's why I didn't want to mess it up, because I was actually going to put it on something later, and Nate didn't have one for me, so I used my own sticker that I was given.
That's okay.
Anyway, here we got the real Chris Kelly, not the fake one, apparently.
Jimmy, what's going on?
He's saying.
Yeah. So
since I couldn't get to the tire, I forgot that I have the ability to do this.
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
So
it's not on air suspension. For those who are wondering, it's not on bags,
lift.
it's on cups. So it's a little bit different than Carson's STI, where it can go up and down. But it makes cleaning the tire way easier.
Nice. All right, so back to Chris Kelly, the real one. Recommendation for the first time ceramic coating. I've never polished anything, so talking about start to finish. Man, that is a pretty loaded question, because honestly, 5 years ago, I would have answered this question differently because of the difficulty of various ceramics. Nowadays, I feel like most companies have fallen in line with the pretty user-friendly application, right? So, you could literally, I do trainings on stout, every month, and we have brand new people that have never polished anything, and they do phenomenal. So I'm kind of the opinion that, whether you're new or experienced, a lot of the coatings on the market nowadays are very user friendly. I also kind of think if you're brand new and you go to a pro level coating like Stout, if you follow the directions, you can be super successful the very first time you apply it. But if we're talking about, you're working on your own car, you're not super worried about longevity, you just want to get down the process and things, then I think something like Phobic is probably a good starter option. If you're a little bit worried, I know Optimum has some, coatings that is what I started using when I started getting into ceramics. I was pretty intimidated, and so I started with Gloss Coat from Optimum. But really nowadays you can't really mess anything up like you could back when we started, right? I mean, I remember when we both started with Inspiration, and it was traumatizing to say the least. And so I think that so much advancement has happened with ceramics that as long as you follow the manufacturer's recommendations, you can use a pro level coating, as long as you follow the recommendations. But let's go back to talking about polishing. With something more on the higher pro level end, you are going to want to figure out the polishing ahead of time. That's why I kind of like Phobic. You can do a really good like decon and use that, and it's something that you can play around with, get comfortable with, and then maybe later venture into polishing and using a pro level coating. So I think that I just wouldn't use anything that's rated 3 years or more without polishing before. I really kind of am a advocate for polishing before, because it gets the paint in the right condition to adhere. But what do you think?
Yeah, gosh, man. You covered pretty much everything I would have said, but emphasizing the fact that, not all coatings are created equal, but right now you are living in probably the best time to ever tackle it. Yeah. But as far as polishing goes, what, based on the question right there, if you've never polished and you've never ceramic coated and you're learning this whole process, I wouldn't rush into it. I would watch as many videos, educate yourself as much as possible. But then, jump into, again, test panels, jump into trying this for the first time. I would hate for you to mess up any part of that process by just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing too is obviously, like I said, I do these classes, and so a lot of the coating companies go around and they do these classes, and most of them average around $250, and I mean, that is like money well spent, because if you can go to one of those classes, really get the hands-on time on someone else's car, and having instructors that care and want you to learn their program. It doesn't really matter the brand here. I think though, if you could look in your area and see if there's any classes that go over, the kind of the briefer paint correction coatings, you're going to do a lot better job. And the cost of the class plus the coating, and you're wanting to do your own car, you're still going to save well over probably 60-70% over having a professional do it. Obviously, I run a shop, and I do this every day, and so I like to ceramic coat other people's cars. But I think for somebody that really wants to learn it on their own, seek out a local class, because there is, a lot of the companies go around and they do that kind of local support for their distributors. So I would check into that too before venturing on to your own, because I do think that the polishing is a very important step, and, you'll have better results and you'll be happier. One other thing that I should mention is that a few months ago, we did release a video on the Rag Company YouTube that actually literally goes from start to finish in ceramic coating a car. We do use the PNS system, and we use Stout, but you could take all of that out of it, and it's going to go through the exact steps of coating a car. And it's a great video to learn start to finish. Like, we literally covered every step. So I would go back and watch that video too. It was, really, really good on the process.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know if anybody saw, but Jimmy is throwing down with the Ultra H2O foam cannon.
Yeah,
right now he's using the trigger lock right now.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And pretty awesome, man. Yeah, put out
Making
some
good use.
Very nice.
Insanely good foam.
All right.
Talk us through it, Jimmy. You like it?
What foam are you using?
I do like it a lot. It's GSF.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about an ounce of GSF, and it just, I don't know why, but this foam cannon, like, not even trying to, like, sell it, but, like, It's really good. It makes it look like there's been a blizzard on the car every single time you hit it. If you set it to the like single stream, it's pretty aggressive. I mean, you can pile on foam really quick. So, but yeah, it's just GSF, nothing crazy.
Cool.
But I'm just doing this to get some of the film off, and then I'll go through with the contact and refoam it just so we can get another show of it.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Looks good.
All right, now I got Stilly's Mobile Detailing. Anthony.
Yeah, great price on the 30 count rip and rags. Agreed. We'll make a great Christmas gift for the stepdad. Sweet.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, have at it. And CJ here, CJ Garage, simply saying, hello, everyone. Right back at you, CJ. Welcome to the show. Then I've got Geraldo saying, I miss this heavy metal pack. I like it a lot.
Do it.
All right.
It's super cool.
And then Juice really wants that sticker. And
Get after
then I got Rach here. What's the difference between polymer, hybrid, and surfactant-based rinseless washes? Ooh, Anthony loves this question. I already know.
Dane, you dog. My voice, I'm telling you, I'm like already losing it.
Sydney can answer as well, but I know
want me to
Anthony
answer
is a close
Okay, I
second.
wonder, do we have any cough drops, Nick? Does anybody know back there? If Gabriel, do you have like anything I can just like suck on? You know what I mean?
I have Jello Revoice in my bag right out at my desk over there.
No, I don't need. I don't want the sketchy German tablets. I just want like a normal like American-made cough drop.
All right.
I had too many of them, Dane. I think my pH changed in my stomach.
Your pH changed. Oh, there he goes.
Gabe, we didn't want you to do that.
You need a cough drop.
Okay. I'll start answering this
Yes,
question.
thank you, Sydney.
Okay, so
Somebody's
for
an adult here.
So
Let's go.
the difference is, so polymers, that is just the cleaner in it, right? And so polymers, what they do is they encapsulate the dirt and they lift it away from the surface. But there's no suds or anything like that in a polymer. Hybrid would be obviously a mixture of polymers and surfactants. And then surfactant-based is going to be that more traditional, like what is in soap that makes it suds, makes it clean. So it's just different like cleansing systems. And different people will prefer one over the other. Myself, I prefer a polymer. Because the surfactant just kind of freaks me out when there's suds and things like that. So I'm not a super fan of surfactant-based rinseless washes, but they're great as well. And it literally is a preference thing here. I would not venture to say one is better than the other. There's going to be ones that you prefer over. And I think that it is kind of one of these Coke Pepsi things where you like one type or the other, but it is just a different, way of getting the cleansing ability out of the product. But just keep in mind that a polymer will never suds and a surfactant will. I also kind of am of the belief that surfactants, it leaves a soap behind. And so to me, in my mind, I'm like, well, what rinses the surfactant off? I'm sure it totally works. And then a hybrid is obviously both of them. And a lot of people like that as well. So
I like that.
But really your end result, honestly, is going to be about the same. You're going to have a nice clean car and it's going to look great. They probably all smell great. Rinseless washes for me in that space, there's not really a lot of bad ones. And there's just not.
No, and I totally agree on the front. Like there's different ones that basically appeal to different people.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I've never been personally a fan of the surfactant ones because it just feels like you're just kind of sliding back towards soap.
Yeah.
And you still have some of those soap related, I won't call them issues, but just some of those drawbacks in my mind. Whereas the polymer ones, they just operate at a different level. Personally, my feeling on it.
Yeah.
And Anthony, you look like you want to say something, but I know your voice is.
I'm waiting on my chariot of cough drops or something.
Because the next question is also for Anthony.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that surfactant-based rinseless washes were the solution for chemical companies who had a hard time developing or finding a raw polymer based raw ingredient, a raw that was capable of doing what it needed to do. I think a chemist would probably hear rinseless wash. Oh, I can do that with a surfactant, and then make that, and then I don't want to say they were compensating, but like I think that was just the level of chemistry that certain people were able to create, and I think it helped the whole rinseless market in general because then people have options now. But I think that surfactant-based stuff came from the lack of expertise in the field of rinseless washing, and that's what it comes down to. I mean, but now you have the hybrid stuff. You have all sorts of different things where I think that we've kind of met in the middle. Jeez, Jimmy's laying down some foam for sure. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that,
and
Jimmy.
That thing is like
thing is just
moving
thick. Sid, do you want to? Speaking of rinseless wash, you want to take a whiff?
Absolutely.
Take a whiff.
So
Christmas.
we've got the no rinse.
Did you say something there?
With Christmas trees on it.
These are just mints. Yeah, I'll take whatever I can get.
This smells like the little hard candies in your grandma's candy dish.
Does it?
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, like this is what I'm eating.
It's not peppermint, and it's not. It's like the the ribbon candy.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what it smells like. It's like the ribbon. Yeah, it's not peppermint, and it's not Christmas tree. It's like it's the candy that my grandma had in her entryway in the dish.
What color was it?
I don't know. It was March. By the time I got there.
What year?
It was like the hard candy that had like the blue and red ribbon. So it was white and it had the blue and red ribbon color through it. It was called like ribbon candy.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. That's exactly what it smells like.
So I think it smells like I think it's definitely cinnamon, right? But it reminds me of like like the Christmas wreaths, or not the pine cone wreaths, right? With that smell like cinnamon, but I think it's a sweeter version of that.
It's like cinnamon candy. It's not cinnamon sticks.
Yeah,
it's like more like cinnamon candy.
Like cinnamon candy.
Yeah.
There's definitely a sweetness in there.
Yeah.
Honestly, cinnamon candy
that
should still be a massive selling point. Again, please buy this from us.
It smells really good.
It'll be available in just a few days.
Yeah, no, it smells really good.
Don't go anywhere. Yeah.
It smells super
it'll
good.
be
You
on
can buy it from
sale.
Optimum too. It's fine. It just I want to have fun with it myself.
Geraldo asking the important questions. Wow, this could be a rabbit hole. Anthony could go way down the rabbit hole of this one. Wondering, Anthony, what's your favorite heavy metal band? Or just metal bands in general.
So, funny enough, right? And this is not my favorite by any means, but we did find out that Trivium is coming to the Revolution Concert House.
Oh my God.
Next week here in Boise.
Is this the lady in the car?
Yeah, Trish.
Okay. What was her name?
Trish.
Trish.
And I'm wondering if this is my one shot to reunite with Trish.
Yeah, you should go
That'd
look
be so
her.
funny.
Yeah.
She'll be out chain smoking cigarettes on the patio.
Well, she's
Truck
famous
just
on
pulls
this
up.
show.
I'll see her gray Dodge Ram or her silver Dodge Ram, 3rd gen.
Yeah.
God, that would be great. Or it was a 4th gen. It was 3rd gen or 4th gen. But anyways, favorite heavy metal. Man, I have so many different types of metal bands that I like. I don't even know. I mean, if you get back into old school, there's old school metal, there's new school metal. Yeah. There's all sorts of stuff, but I mean, if you were to talk about maybe a little bit more modern, I love Memphis May Fire is pretty awesome. There's this new guy who was he was the guitarist in a band called Attack Attack, and he started a band called Bill Murray. It's BILMURI. Very good. Check him out. It's kind of like a weird, kind of a country heavy metal mix, kind of, if that makes sense.
That's fun.
But I don't know. There's so many. I can go on for days. It just depends. I mean, for example, I love, I still listen to old school Metallica. I'll still listen to, what's it called?
Deep Purple could go really hard when they wanted to back in the day too.
What'd you say? Deep Purple?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, that's not heavy metal, Dane. That's not really heavy metal at all. I mean, about Megadeth, I was a big Megadeth fan when I was younger.
Yeah, and then you got your Slayers and your, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit more old school, but more modern stuff. Yeah, I'd probably say Memphis May Fire would be a good one. Yeah.
Stuff like that. But, sorry, Sid, we totally left you out of this. What's your take?
Couldn't name one.
There you go. Okay. All right. Hey, just wanted to make sure. Black Sabbath, so...
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this like Ozzy Osbourne, or is that not considered heavy metal?
I mean,
like I know like
Sabbath.
Guns N'
He was
Roses.
in Black Sabbath. Yeah.
Oh, he was. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Perfect.
That's what he was doing before he just went around as Ozzy. So
Perfect.
Before he was Ozzy.
Okay.
He was in Black Sabbath. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Nice.
They're kind of one of the oldest ones at that. So yeah,
Okay.
we'll just go with that.
Okay.
All right, Juice Free here. Juice Free says, if you've washed 100 cars for money, then you're a detailer.
Sure, yeah.
All right. Okay. I guess I can get on board with that. I mean, it's certainly an approach. Let me see if I can find the right page now because I lost my place. Okay. Now, we've got... Hey, guys. Anthony.
Hey guys, good afternoon. I coated my WRX with XOV5 and used the whole bottle. Did I use too much? Yep.
All right.
Yep.
That's a lot. That's a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yes, if you weren't using a nose, yeah.
Yeah, because if you watch our Diamond Pro Tech video, you'll see that if you use a no-soak applicator, you will save probably, 50% more coating.
Oh, yeah,
No.
at least.
on the car?
Actually, yeah, probably.
Least, yeah.
Yeah, XOV5, you probably should have used anywhere from maybe 15 to 20 mils on that size of car. Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. I mean,
That
you didn't ruin
solves that.
anything. It just means that more coating ended up in your towels.
I can already see in the comments here people screaming at my Deep Purple comment, no, it's not metal. Yeah, no, I threw that out there. They could be hard when they wanted to be, but they wouldn't be considered heavy metal. So for those who get mad about distinctions, I actually think I'm Mr. Pedantic about car stuff. Metalheads, when it comes to music, may be like the most semantic-oriented people I know when it comes to categorizing music. They may be the most excruciatingly specific when it comes to their flavor
Dane, it's
of metal.
like the genre specific stuff. Like because again,
Oh no,
genres
that's acid metal. No, that's black metal. Oh, this is this. There's so many different kinds of metal.
well,
And then there's
like,
new metal, which is like what all the early
But then
2000s were.
but the problem is too is that even the hardcore stuff, right, of like the
Yeah.
2000s, the
A lot of
genres
emo
names
tinge
have
stuff in that. Yeah.
changed to more. Now they have metal in the name, right? A lot of them will have metal in the
Right.
name, and it's getting very difficult to categorize this stuff. Because you say I'm into hardcore. Okay, well, what kind of hardcore are you into, right?
Yeah.
Because then there was weird crap. There was like mathcore. There was things that like you go,
Yeah.
what does this even mean, right? But like they were passionate about it. Now they've shifted some categories to make it simpler to follow, I should say, but you definitely can't call Deep Purple metal, Dane. That's just a slap
Like
in the
I
face.
enjoy, but Deep Purple could go heavy in their own way. You have to remember the time period they're dealing with. Also, like I'm a Tool fan. I enjoy Tool, and they're heavy, but I wouldn't call them like metal. Like people would be like, oh, that's not heavy metal, but there's all that.
What would
kind
you,
of stuff.
Dane? You love Queens of the Stone Age.
I
What would
love
you
Queens of
How
the
would
Stone
you
Age.
describe as Queens of the
Desert
Stone Age?
rock, stoner rock. Yeah, like
Stoner rock.
totally in that kind of field. I also love like Royal Blood, bands like that. But that kind of stuff is cool. I enjoy those. Eagles of Death Metal is funny because they're not actually death metal. They're pretty they're not, but they're fun. They're fun. But it's different kinds of rock. Like it goes way off in tangents. Anyway, I'm not going to bore people with this. Moving along. Juice Free.
So, yep. Definitely
Okay.
swooping in that pressure washing gun.
Thanks, Juice.
Thank you, Juice. And do you know around how much that pressure washer gun will be? So I know it's hard with the price.
TBD.
It's a definite TBD.
TBD, but it'll be very affordable. I mean, by pressure washer gun standards. I mean, it'll be affordable. I mean, everybody will be able to buy it.
Oh, no. Somebody said, let's throw in Sleep Token for Rage Bait. I know that one would upset some people. Okay. Mario. Vava. What? Okay. What makes me a detailer is that I always have to explain to my customers why I don't charge $30 for a car wash. That's what makes me a detailer.
Fair.
Sydney, can you
Fair point.
recall a time, the first time you had to explain to somebody why your car wash was different than
Yeah.
the car wash?
Yeah. Oh, totally. And I mean, I still have to, but I think it's totally accurate when, customers would come and go, well, why would you charge? I mean, I remember back in the day when I was charging $25 and they were like, $25. And it was, you had to say, well, you could run it through the automatic for 13, but for $12 more, which nobody should be washing a car for $25, but, just to explain to them that, it truly is a hand wash, and they're usually getting more than just the hand wash, right? You're doing windows, you're drying everything, you're actually getting all the dirt off. And so, no, that was definitely when people would say, well, I don't pay that for a car wash. I say, well, the end result is different as well. And I usually always use the steak analogy, right?
Yeah. All right. Then I've got some responses to other people. Audio Nut Mike, Arizona is soaking too. Just took a break from a minivan interior. Holy smokes. Terminator, Carpet Bomber, and Finisher are earning their money today.
Nice.
All right. Now, are you using those in lieu of an extractor or with, I'm wondering. So sometimes people just go the route of using the chemicals and they don't even bother using, a dedicated extractor, which is fine. It can definitely work.
Totally. Yeah, I do that all the time.
And
maybe use those by themselves, maybe a steamer, maybe an extractor. If you have to use an extractor,
you've
you've
entered the heavy metal end of detailing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is a good one. Tristan Cotta, what's he saying, Sid?
If you're gonna go nose blind to iron remover, you're a detailer. Oh, if you've gone nose blind to an iron remover, yeah.
Yeah, people are like, no, iron remover smells terrible, and you're like, huh?
That's a good question.
Bro code.
Yeah. So Brocode says, what is the lowest temp you can install a ceramic coating? It's getting cold in the Northeast. Mm-hmm. So again, I'm going to kind of have to default to the same answer that I gave before, is the technology for all of the coating companies. You've kind of, I know especially on the P&S side, when we were coming out with Stout, that was one of the things, is it had to be super durable. It had to be super user-friendly to put on, and it had to be able to adjust to different temperatures. We have detailers from, Alaska to Hawaii to, all over the place. In the world. And so over the last couple of years, they've become very not dependent on temperature. What you do have to pay attention to here, though, is the temperature of the panel. That is much more important than the temperature outside. So for me, we're working inside here. It could be -10 outside and it's not going to matter because we're indoors, right? But let's say if we were outside, the problem there would lay that what is the temperature of the panel? So if you're able to get to the panel before your exterior temperature has really affected it, you should be kind of fine. But I do know that last year, actually almost exactly a year ago, I was in Roseburg, Oregon, and we were installing Stout on 2 vehicles. And I want to say it was like 21 degrees inside this shop. It was so cold, mind-numbing cold, and it went on just fine. So I do think that, you would have to be pretty extreme temperatures before you really truly had a problem. And again, going hot is the same way. It doesn't really matter the temperature outside, it matters the temperature of the panel. So if you're working in full sun and you can keep that sun from heating that panel up, then you're kind of fine. But I've seen so many coatings now, can be installed in, pretty cold temperatures up to pretty warm temperatures. So, but of course, you always want to kind of default back to the manufacturer and what their recommendations are. But, you're pretty safe unless it's literally below freezing. And if the panel's frozen, the thing is try to warm the panels up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then I've got Todd Hill.
Right. Todd says, my detailing pet peeve is towels bunching and rolling up or otherwise not staying flat under my hands. Are there certain towels or towel features that do this less or never scrunch up?
Ooh. Yeah.
Dane.
No, this is one I talk about a lot. So as somebody who is a fan of, say, the kinds of glass towels that people usually complain about, I like the premium glass towel, for example, and that's not really that popular anymore. People tend to prefer an FTW or something, but I like the premium glass towel because so much of its surface area makes contact with the glass, and you get such a clean finish. But the trade-off is it grabs like crazy. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunately the side effect of having that much surface area on the towel making contact with the surface of the glass. It's just going to happen. Now, the reason those kinds of towels tend not to be as common is you usually want to have some kind of pile on a towel to offer dust, dirt, debris, things on the surface, somewhere to go that isn't just mashed between the towel and the surface. So if you have a longer pile, it's safer, generally speaking, for moving along the surface if you're not sure if it's perfectly clean or not yet. It's not a perfect system, but it helps. But that's why you get that bunching and grabbing, regardless of what products you're using. Because certain products can definitely change surface tension, grabbiness, that kind of thing. And Anthony and Sid can speak more to that. But just purely on the towels themselves, I would say when you have more of those fingers, those fibers kind of sticking out, that longer pile, you should be getting less of that grabbiness, generally speaking. There are exceptions, but I find that twist piles are really just about the very best at moving along the surface while still having enough surface area touching to get a nice clean pass. And that's why I love the FTW. That's why the FTW is my favorite towel.
Yes, and I was actually going to talk about the FTW. So obviously the FTW took care of most of this for me, but what I have noticed is that the new, what's the one in the heavy metal? Because that's not an actual FTW.
Oh, you're talking about the citrus twist?
Yeah. So, the citrus twist, and then I know the new towel in the heavy metal set is the same. And they have a little bit, they work just like an FTW, but they have a little bit more structure to them. And that's actually something that in my shop I've actually noticed. So when I'm doing panel prep before a coating or something, I'm using one of those towels versus than FTW because it stays a little bit more structured and it doesn't bunch up as much. Not that the FTWs really do, but this even has a little bit more structure, and I actually really like them for that. I still go back to the FTWs for sealants and defender, bead maker, all that, just because I love the way they move across the surface. But I would say if you are really looking for, in my opinion, what is the towel that bunches the least, it's the new twist loops for sure.
Nice.
I think they just hold a little bit more structure. I'm talking FTWs that have been washed multiple times, right? The new ones just have a little bit more structure.
Okay. And Anthony, was there anything to add to that, or did we?
No, that was great. Actually, that was great.
Okay. Yep. We've got Lil Dan. I'll leave that one up to you, Anthony.
Just received all Ultra Clay products, some towels, and a bunch more TRC and Detail Factory brushes. Thanks, guys.
Nice.
Little Dan, excited for you, man. Be awesome.
And then I've got classic David Boyce here. I just watched a Jimmy Riggs video. Is the 240 swapped to manual yet? He's wondering, Jimmy. Has the 240 been swapped yet?
I actually just got an email today. So I sent off the motor. It's called an SR20 DET, and it's the motor that this car came with in the Japanese version. But right now it still has the KA24 in it. And so
truck motor.
Yeah, to answer your question, no, it is not swapped yet. But I should be getting it this winter, and then this will go under the knife and get taken apart again, and then get a new wiring harness, ECU, motor, transmission. I've talked to a couple friends, and everybody's telling me to do the CD009 from the 350Z instead of using the transmission that I was going to put in it from the original car in Japan. So I think I'm going to do that instead and sell that transmission because I don't think it'll handle the power. But yeah, it's getting a full long block built right now from Mazworks in Florida. And then it should make roughly like 450, 500 wheel.
Nice. At the wheel? Okay, it'll that's really great.
Fun. Yeah. I'm very
excited. Is it going
to
to be peaky, or is it going to be more of a level power band?
I'm keeping the, well, actually, now that you mention that, it's going to be a little bit more peaky because I'm getting rid of the OEM intake manifold. So if I keep the stock intake manifold, it'll keep that kind of low end torque. But I think I'm going to swap over to a Greddy intake manifold.
Okay, well, cool. Thought that might help. And then David Boyce also continued on, Dane, you never should have sold the Supra. It would have been a very respectable build. Well, David, I'll have you know, the Supra, that Mark III, as lovely as it was not my car. That was actually a TRC project car that never got to live out its project dreams. However, it was a very nice example. It had the sport roof. You could take the target top off. It was a turbo. It was bright red. It was all the things you want, except it was an automatic transmission. So that's why it went for a little less than a manual would have. All right. Next up, let's see where we're at. Stealth GR4 wondering, good afternoon, everyone. Who's the lucky owner of the S13?
It's Jimmy.
Yeah, you're looking at him. That's the guy. And then this question here from Frank. Let's have Sydney answer this one. I know she loves this.
Yeah. What is the safest way to remove snow from a car's paint? It is not with a snow brush. I actually had a couple customers use their snow shovel. Didn't turn out so great. So I like there's a couple makers, and I can't think of brands, but they're called snow blades, and they're kind of like a soft foam that essentially removes the snow, but it doesn't get down far enough to the paint. It kind of skims and leaves like a real light layer, because it's a soft, really light, what's that foam? It's almost like it feels the density of like spray foam insulation, and it's like a blade. And I don't know, they're like $10 on Amazon, but I prefer that. I use that on my car because it doesn't get down to the surface, which is all you need. You just need to get those big chunks of snow off. You don't need to get down to the surface. Like as soon as you start driving your car, let nature take its course there. And so I will do that. The other thing you can do, if it's it's going to depend on what kind of snow it is, but here in Idaho, a lot of times we will wake up to a nice, lovely, fluffy snow and, take an eco blower to it.
Yep.
That's probably my most preferred way. But if it's like heavy snow, if you're in the Midwest, you might have the heavy snow, and then it's not going to work. But definitely,
ice clinging to it.
Yeah. So I like the foam snow blade that does not go all the way to the surface, or a blower. But don't use the brushes. You can use the brushes on your glass, but
I want to hear your crazy method. What's your crazy method? You've definitely done something before.
He probably calls it sick to work.
Above and beyond. Literally, I know this guy. He has done something that would look insane to anybody else, except he's like, I'm not scratching this paint. I'm not scratching it.
No, ego blower. That's why I upgraded to the 880 to get the power to be able to do that, because I was doing it with the 530, and it works sometimes, but not all the time. And then, basically, if it's like if we're talking like a foot of snow, I might take my arm and, a jacket and, because I know how deep the paint is. I do what I can.
Yeah.
Tonneau cover, I don't care. If I just brush that off with a broom. I mean, certain things I'm crazy about, others I'm not, but I usually will take like a microfiber towel to the glass. That's where the snow buildup will happen there, and I'll usually just kind of go around the glass and at least clear that off. And I find that that makes things go a lot faster. I never put my wipers on to move like a crazy amount of snow, because I'm like, those motors don't like that. So
well, do you at least do the thing where you pull your windshield wipers off of the windshield for when you leave it overnight or something, so they're not stuck?
No.
You don't do that?
Do you want to know why I don't do that, Dane?
Why don't you do? You're afraid of it whipping back and shattering your windshield?
Yeah, because your glass is freezing cold.
Man, I don't park outside in the winter. That's what I do.
Yeah, well, see, that's the bougie method.
Dane, have you ever cracked a windshield?
Yes, I definitely have.
From
and that was
exactly
using
what you just said.
Except the difference was that windshield wiper did not have a wiper on it. It was the bare arm, and of course it I won't say it shattered it, because it basically made the equivalent of like a monster rock chip. Yeah. So when it came down on the Project Car Z3's windshield, it just right there, and
I learned from your mistakes.
Yes.
So with that said,
that is not a normal thing that happens.
We've made it to the halftime, and anyways, we are going to go to a quick break where we're going to come back and we're going to answer more detailed questions for you. So don't go anywhere, but grab your snacks, go to the bathroom, do what you got to do, and we will see you here in just a few minutes.
Hey guys, Josh with the Rag Company. I thought I was going first. We'll take it.
All right, Josh is from the Rag Company, here to tell you about the business program.
You can save up to 25% off different products that we have here at the Rag Company, including savings like Detail Factory, IK sprayers, and many others.
Whether it's pads, polishes, compounds, polishers, we got it all. Chemicals.
We have everything you would need to save you some money, so you can start putting more money in your pocket by buying products through our business program.
So whether you're a shop-based business, a mobile detailer, or just running a side hustle out of your garage, please check out the business program.
And you get free shipping on orders over $150.
It's a pretty great deal.
That is a great deal.
The Rag Company Business Program is for bulk purchase end users only. No tax exemptions unless previously grandfathered in. Discounts apply to eligible products only. Exclusions may apply. Check product listings for details. Minimum order of $150 required to qualify for these discounts. Some brands, tools, or specialty items may not be included. Pricing is subject to change without notice. Visit theragcompany.com/biz to start your application. Act now, stock up, and save big while it lasts.
All right, and welcome back to the second half of Q&A Thursday, where we are technically we are 1 week away from Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Sydney's favorite holiday of the year.
Favorite.
She's looking forward to it. You're going to be cooking for 48 hours. It's going to be very special.
Yeah, the weird thing is like I cooked the whole thing, and I remember when I was growing up, my mom would like freak out the whole day, like be frustrated and like, we have to do this. And like, it's always like such a chill day for me. And I like make everything. I only make like the salad the day before, but everything else I do the day of. But I'm very like, I have a schedule. I have like what time everything's going in, what time it's coming out. Like it's very chill. Like I don't get like frazzled at all. Like it's very like I could cook Thanksgiving dinner every day, and it's very zen-like. Now that's not me normally cooking. I'm normally all over the place, but I love Thanksgiving so much.
So which one of your kids likes Thanksgiving most?
I think they both are about the same. They've still like, even though they're 20 and 17, they're still like, just give me the dinner roll.
Really?
Yeah. They're
Just
getting
cut
a little,
out all that other stuff.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit better. Like now they'll eat the turkey and the cranberry salad, but I think they both just love it. And now that they're teenagers, we put them on like lockdown, like they can't leave the house. And so we always like do family games and stuff. And so now they love it because I think it's like their excuse to say they're on lockdown, right? Like, oh, my parents are so mean, but they love it. They love it.
Well, because they get to go lay out on the couch. There's some football on or something.
Exactly.
They're in, they get to hang out, eat, go relax.
Yeah.
But we stay in jammies all day. Is it just your close family, just your immediate family? Yeah, we stopped doing extended family probably about 5 years ago.
Just because we realized, and like our family doesn't live here, so it's not, it's not that super convenient, but we stopped, actually it was probably more like 7 years ago. Once we moved into our house that we currently live in now, which was 8 years ago, we just wanted to like enjoy our home. And so the kids wanted to stop traveling for the holidays. We've invited the parents here, but they don't want to be coming over the mountain when it's snowy either. And so the last like 7 years has just been us, and it's honestly been so great. Like I love family, but I love like my little family. And so it's been really great.
Nice.
And like drama free. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds fun.
No, we love it. Yeah, we love it.
Yeah. I think that Thanksgiving, I've said this every year, I'm not the biggest Thanksgiving food fan. I know.
Crazy. You don't like the turkey?
That's actually my least favorite part.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Like turkey is
Turkey,
okay.
I'm whatever, but I don't particularly
like I like
care
a
for
turkey leg.
Huh. I love chicken and ham and beef and things, but yeah, turkey doesn't really do anything for me, but I love everything else. That's the funny part.
Okay.
No, but I'm feeling Anthony.
Concept of being with family. I think that's fun, right? And celebrating and just, lounging, right? Having a good excuse to hang out.
Yeah.
And, help my mom in the kitchen, things like that. But I mean, like my wife, she loves Thanksgiving food. I mean, she literally thinks about it. She'll eat it for weeks afterwards, right? Like she is just all about it.
Yeah.
I wish instead of a turkey, it was a pot of, not a pot. I wish it was a table of a crawfish feed.
Seafood Fantasia.
I wish it was a seafood boil.
Well, you could do that the next day.
No,
but you won't find Sydney there.
But nobody in my family would eat that crap.
No.
Except for me.
Yeah, no.
They'd be like, why did you do this to us, Anthony?
Yeah.
And I'm like, have the corn. They're like, it's been tainted with crawfish.
Everybody's just screaming red tide.
Like, I think my, coming from my Portuguese heritage, I don't think that Thanksgiving was a thing there.
Yeah.
So,
and
never really grew a palate for that kind of food from that side of the family.
I think I like it, and I think this will help you guys figure out why I like it so much, is I am very much a routine person. So I get this. Yes, very much a creature of habit. I do the same thing over and over, and I like things to be exactly the same, so I order this. I only order one drink when we go out. I order, I try to order the same type of, I just am not, it's not that I'm not flexible. I just really like routine, and so I think the routineness of Thanksgiving is so comforting to me. I think every other night when I have to make dinner, it's like somebody's not going to like it. And what do I have to make for this person, And I think what I love about Thanksgiving is that it's like tradition and there's no question marks. I know everybody's going to eat it. And I really like things being very routine and the same
So have you ever had
so Thanksgiving
bad
is
Thanksgiving? Have you ever had a bad one?
Oh, thousands. Yes. And I'm going to say that. Yes. Okay. I'm so old. No, yes, absolutely. So my mom doesn't watch the show. So
mathing them out. That's not possible.
It feels like thousands. No, but growing up, my mom was difficult.
Okay.
And
so you wouldn't want that.
Yeah. So I mean, I love Thanksgiving. I always have, but no, they weren't all great.
Gotcha.
Definitely, we're not all great. Hence why we do it just the four of us now.
Dane, how about this? Can you take us through the website, please, right now?
Yeah. Well, if I had that power, I would say, hey, Nick.
Look, it worked.
Look at that. There we are.
Dane.
I thought you meant literally pull up the website. No, Anthony just doesn't want to talk. That's
he doesn't want to talk.
Do what I do.
I will take
do what
us
I
through.
do.
Yes,
there you go.
Everybody. Anthony was not clear. He didn't run this by me before. So anyway, guys, Black Friday sales are active here on the Rag Company website. That's right. You get up to 70% off doorbusters for as long as that ticker is ticking. So check out some of the deals we've got going on here. Everything from slim dryers and ripping rags to the prosumer KCX line, which you may or may not be familiar with, but if you like KCX, you'll like those. Even Trim Plus coating from Armored Detail Supply is up there, and look at all of these towels. Oh, I should also point out, killer deal on C2V3 from G-Technic over there for a 250 ml bottle, only $8. That is definitely a good deal, and I understand C2V4 exists, but remember, C2V3, great product. V4 just introduced more to love, but if you like that kind of product, V3 will definitely do the trick for you, and at that price, let's be honest, you can handle it. You can handle it. Okay, moving along here, down the line, we've got some more towels, plenty of choices there, even pucks. I love that. We got the Ultra Pearl pucks, as well as, holy smokes, we actually had the window tinting and PPF sprayer over there. Look at that price difference. That's wild. Okay, so if you love yourself an IK sprayer, but you thought, I wish it was made of metal, there you go. Now, moving down the line, we also have a huge array of Diamond ProTech offerings here. Massive discounts as well. You can definitely take advantage of that if that's something that appeals to you, or you've been looking for a coating you can do. I definitely recommend doing that now. And it appears I have lost the sound of my, there we go. Okay, we're back. Just making sure I didn't lose track. Scrolling down, though, I want to show some of the heavy metal collection going on here. We've got, because it's Black Friday, cool deals with cool merch and super sweet logos courtesy of Nate. Thank you to Nate who does the designs on these. I love this one. This one might be one of my favorites out of the ones he's done before. We've got the sweet AC/DC style, logo, and then the heavy metal pack where you can get your mitts on, well, a cuffless mitt, so to speak. It's more of a wash pad, really. You got some options here in a special colorway. It's actually black and gray. Very cool with that liquidator set up, the M22 as well, and you've also got some of the equivalent citrus twist, but in fun twist, a different color. So very cool layout, very heavy metal, if I do say so myself. And for the price, honestly, you can't go wrong with that. That makes an awesome gift for somebody. And the sticker over there on the right, I want to shout out the sticker. For that sticker, I'm actually wearing it on my shirt. Just because I wanted to show off. It's pretty rad. But, shiny. It's got that kind of chrome effect. Very cool. So you can throw that on a water bottle. You can throw that on a toolbox. Whatever it is that makes you happy, laptop. Whatever does the trick for you. So anyway, guys, that is the killer sale running right now. And Anthony, when does it end?
It ends in like 12 days.
There you go. That's it. Anthony, thank you for contributing to this.
I believe that's going to leave us at Cyber Monday, right? 11:59 on Cyber Monday.
Correct.
Yeah. Can I give a special shout out to one of the doorbusters? So the Rip and Rags, the Roll of 30. I know, it's primarily the audience is men. Get a roll for the ladies in your life. I'm not joking about this. So I keep a roll of the Rip and Rags on my kitchen counter, and it is one of my favorite things in my kitchen, honestly. So I have it on a paper towel holder in my kitchen. I use it to wipe down my counters. I use it to, think about wiping up chicken juice and stuff. You don't always want to use a paper towel. And so I go through these in my kitchen like crazy. And I love it because I can either choose to wash them and use them again or throw them away. If I've, cleaned up food or something, I'll usually just toss them. But at that price point, I mean, you could, get several packs of them for people in your life, and I guarantee you they will love them. So in the packaging, you wouldn't necessarily use, it doesn't scream like kitchen vibe, but once it's just the gray towels on a roll, it's amazing. And every single person that walks into my kitchen is like, what is that? I mean, they have no idea it's a detailing tool, but it is literally the most brilliant thing for the kitchen. So absolutely get it for the moms and wives and girlfriends in your life. They'll love it.
I literally don't even know how that has one review on the Red Company
That
website.
blows my mind.
That's crazy.
It's got a 5-star
How
review,
is
but
that
like,
so
my
many
gosh.
people use them?
but
Oh my
like,
gosh. Yeah. No,
That's
I go
why-
through so many of them.
they're the best thing. They're the best
Yeah.
thing ever. And
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
at that deal,
Yeah.
if it was me, straight up,
Yeah.
like if I didn't, I don't know, if I wasn't an employee here, right? And if it was, if I was just a fan of TRC, I'd probably drop over $100 on Rip and Rags.
Oh, yeah,
like I would,
100%,
and I would have them. I would give them out as gifts. People would love them.
Totally.
And then I would
you're gonna
hoard.
use 'em.
I would hoard so many for myself. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're going through one roll every, 2 months, right? If you can get away by using, or like Rip and Rag every a couple days.
Yeah.
It's worth every penny, and I promise you, it'll actually save you money in terms of like disposable paper towels.
Yeah.
And just rewash them. My wife, she has a bunch, and she rewashes them and puts them in like a fancy tissue box, like one of those what are the tissue outer cover. What do you would call those?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
It goes over a tissue box.
Yeah.
She just shoves them in that.
Yeah, same. And I'm like 50-50. I save 50% of them if they're just doing general wiping. But, think about things like cleaning your stove, with Ajax, or cleaning your fridge out or something like that. I just throw those ones away. But you're getting such a better clean, where if you think about cleaning your fridge out, if you were using paper towels, you're going to go through a half a roll of paper towels, which I guarantee you is more than the whatever 30 cents a towel that is. So if they're $11, and is there 30 towels? Yeah. So I mean, like 30 cents a towel, like 35 cents, like that's so cheap. And so I think they look great, honestly, on a paper towel holder. They look great in the kitchen. And I reuse like 50% of mine, but they're perfect. They're literally perfect.
They're freaking awesome. You can use them for everything. And once you compare like how you use one versus a paper towel, it's miles better because it actually absorbs. It doesn't just pass right through it and back onto the surface you're wiping. So anyway, very, very good call out. Love that.
Okay. Cool.
Okay,
nice.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I love them. Buy them for everybody.
Oh,
At that
my.
price.
Stilly. Oh, my. So congrats to Gabe for the Taco Bell. Yeah.
I do
just
what I
very
can.
excited. Michael DeBlau, will you guys be selling the Detail Demon Tools crevice device that pairs with the Rag Company Mini and Tornador blasters? Anthony.
TBD, but we are very aware of it. We know all about it. TBD.
Awesome. All right. Ronnie Yant here, Sid. What's he saying?
What makes you a detailer? Having the knowledge and the passion to make a vehicle look its best.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that counts. And Jimmy, this next one, I'm going to make you read it. How about that? All right. We got Gmo here. Or Gmo, however you want to say it.
Man, that's a cute car. Thank you.
Oh.
I appreciate it.
Love
You should see the owner.
Stilly back
That's a fun
again
show.
with a comment I can read. I have a 6-month checkup / maintenance tomorrow on my new Denali customer who had Stout installed. Customer is claiming it's not slick. Advice? ? Wish me luck.
Generally when I see this, it's usually, they've gone through a car wash, and I am very adamant with my customers. Like, if you're going to use a car wash, you have to make sure to get the basic level, because if they go in and do like the top level where it does the tricolor foam and all the, rinses and stuff, that is going to be the last thing that's on the paint. And so most of the time when I see that a newer, ceramic is not slick, it's because something else has gotten on top of it. It's not by any means ruined, but I would do, the crystal wash, the wash clay seal process with crystal wash to help get it slick again. And obviously the Stout and the bead maker, whatever, is going to work together with it. But I would just talk to them about their washing habits. So the other thing is, obviously, if they're washing it at home, if they're washing it with a wash and wax, again, whatever protection or wax is in whatever they're using as their last step product, it will now feel and take on the hydrophobic properties of that last product. So that's usually what is going on. If it was February here in Idaho, I know exactly what the issue is. It's the salt on the roads. So, but where you are, Andy, it's most likely they've used a car wash or used a wash that has left behind some type of, substance on top of it that is just blocking the stout.
It's masking it. Something
it's totally under there. It's not ruining it, but it's just going to take a couple washes to kind of get that, whatever that product is. But, now these car washes have that, what's that called? Like that ceramic rinse, the all ceramic rinse. Yeah. That will ruin the hydrophobics and the feel of a coating in one instance. So I'm always very, right when my customers pick their car up, I say, do not ever use the top tier wash. Like if you're going to go through a car wash, you're like mid or below, something with no protection. Yeah.
Easy peasy. Definitely a good answer. Rach here. What's Rach saying?
Oh, does Absolute tend to be chunky on the start when you pour it into your water and take a minute to dissolve when stirring? It can. It depends on how old your bottle is. So generally speaking now, within, the last year or two, Absolute has not been chunky. But if you do have a chunky bottle, it's not bad. You need to rock it back and forth before you mix it into your water. That will help break up, it kind of clings to itself. If you shake it, it's going to become even chunkier. So you rock back and forth. That should get it pretty liquefied. But even if you put it chunky into the water and just swirl your hand around, it's going to be fine. But yes, the first couple years, Absolute did tend to be a little bit chunky, and it was just because of the type of polymer that Dave started with. And the formula did not change; it just changed how he put it together, and the order in which he put it together made it not get as chunky. So the formula didn't necessarily change; it just changed the way he put it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even in all its chunk, it's still really good.
Then I got Neil White here saying, happy almost Turkey Day, TRC.
Yes.
Right back at you, Neil. Followed by Hydra saying, hi, y'all.
What's going on?
All right. Hey. And, we've got Hans in the building. Happy Post-Wash Wednesday, people.
Close in.
For those who
the guy with the dragon.
The guy with the dragon tattoo. Man, I feel like I haven't seen Hans in forever.
I know.
Me neither. We love Hans.
It's been a minute. Okay, moving along. And then we got GM Car Care saying, hello, guys. Happy detailing.
What's going on, GM?
Thanks.
Welcome.
And then Hans doing what he does, just outing somebody for their age. Happy birthday to Patrick Barkle. He is now half a century old.
Wow.
Too funny. Happy birthday
Well, I'm sure
to Patrick.
he loves having that pointed out. And happy birthday, Patrick. We love Patrick.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Boom. Hydra Detailing asking Anthony and me a question, although I think Anthony can take this one.
Dane and Anthony, I noticed G-Technic is out of TRC Europe after Star Glass and a big part of Koch Chemie. Also, most small-sized bottles products are out of stock. Are new brands coming on? I don't think so over in TRC Europe. I think what's probably happening is they're probably waiting on some restocks. There's been some supply chain issues kind of across the board from all brands, not necessarily one particular brand. So they're probably just waiting on a restock. I wouldn't be too worried. I just give them a little bit of time and everything should be back in stock hopefully soon.
Yeah. And then we've got I almost called him by his username. No, he's Geraldo today. So Geraldo, Anthony, what's he saying?
Anthony, I was only half paying attention because ADHD and at work. Is the Heavy Metal Pack a limited edition for the Black Friday? It is. Yes, correct.
So get it while you can.
Once it's gone, it is gone. There has been a lot of input about people talking about how much they like that M22 and whether or not it should return as a full-time color. We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Really cool, though.
Yeah.
All right. Sydney, you've got this next one with D. Riles.
All right. D. Riles says, hi, guys. What is your go-to or favorite one-step polish? Wow. So, I mean, this is easy. My go-to is Rehab.
Bam.
Always, every day. I don't have a backup plan.
It's hard to argue. Plus, it just smells great when you're using it. So
yeah, once you've had scented compounds and polishes, it's really hard to go back to using something else. I tried to the other day. I thought I needed, I was just trying and seeing if there was something stronger out there than Intervention, and I grabbed something else, and I was like, well, that was no fun. So yeah.
No, that can definitely happen. You think, oh, I'm going to, broaden my horizons, and then it backfires. Juice free. You are a detailer. Go ahead.
Freaking
that's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a pro move right there. That's an inside baseball, All right. Oscarino.
Have y'all ever considered carrying Geon or CarPro? Yes and no. We've had conversations in the past. What it is the value on each side of those brands, right? Where do we see where value is being offered, right? Geon's is a pretty big name in the game. How much value could TRC bring to them? How much value could they bring to TRC?
There's already a number of places that offer
I don't know.
too,
I don't know.
It's not like it's difficult
CarPro,
to
kind of the same thing, right? It would be, the way I see it is, well, yes, maybe those two brands aren't as big as, let's just say, Meguiar's, but that would be kind of the same question, right? Have you guys ever thought about carrying Meguiar's? It'd be the same thing, right? Is there any value there to us carrying those brands other than just carrying them, right? And if there's no synergistic relationship, then it doesn't make sense.
If we carry a brand and it's like we're just carrying another brand, it's not really the way we do things here. So, yeah, I mean, Anthony's right. It's the kind of philosophy we've adopted when we bring a brand on, is because if they are carried other places, it's not a lot of other places. It may be like small distributors, like individual stuff like that, and we're like bringing more attention to it. Or it could be a case of like, they're moving, from one place to another, and they found a good home here where we can provide them a good value. And in return, they're a brand that brings eyeballs to us, which is great. There's different approaches to it, but also we never want to oversaturate our lineup. It's very difficult. I get that. Like, you can have a million brands under one roof, but for us, we want each of the brands we carry to be given like a proper spotlight and get the attention they deserve. So we're not just going to, carry a bunch to carry a bunch. And to be fair, people know Geon and CarPro already very well. So, I mean, you see it in every comment section. Somebody's mentioning a product from one of those brands they like as like an alternative to something they see in a video. So it's not like they have difficulty. But at the end of the day, they're already available in a number of other places. And I think in CarPro's case specifically, they already have like an exclusive agreement as for distribution here in the States. So that's pretty well locked in, I believe.
Totally.
All right. Then we've got Rach. What do you do?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
What do you do when your liquidator catches on the emblems? Do I just trim it off? Yeah.
Yeah. Little snip,
get a pair of scissors, get a little razor, and just trim it. It happens, man. I mean, that's just...
Yep.
That's just part of twist loops in general. They do have ability to catch. Some emblems are sharper than others, and what you do is recognize when it catches. You stop while you're ahead and just trim it, and then you just continue on. I blot around emblems with a twist loop instead of trying to run over them. I just blot it and then move on. Once you kind of get a good technique down, it very rarely happens. Last time I had a twist loop catch was forever ago.
Yeah. Joey Belinsky, hello, my people. Welcome,
Hi,
Joey.
Happy to have you here. Then I've got Juice Free. Coke is obviously better than Pepsi.
Totally.
Pretty sure Pablo Escobar said the same thing. Jay Hall does reflect clogged glass towels. What's the best way to use this in the car, inside and outside, or in the house?
I haven't really noticed that it really clogs them that bad. But that being said, I also do spray my towels with rags to riches before I put them in the bin. So that could be why. But I don't think that Reflect nor Defender clogs the towels as bad as Beadmaker did, which is so funny because it's a higher SiO2 content. But I also think that Beadmaker was a thicker product and actually got absorbed more in the towel rather than bonding with the surface. So I think just more product was left behind in the towel. But I would still recommend spraying them and doing a soak every couple months. I mean, I'm sure probably over time it does clog them, but that said, I use Reflect only on my blue FTWs. Those are my glass towels, and I intermix them with TrueView and Reflect all the time and don't ever have any issue. So, I would still say do your normal towel maintenance, and I think if you're doing that, you're going to be fine.
All right. Then I've got GM Car Care. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah.
When will the P&S Trio polish system be available in Europe? I love Rehab since day one. That is a great question, and that would be actually between probably TRC EU and P&S here in the U.S. I do not know what the pipeline looks like for P&S here in the U.S. for outside distribution.
And don't quote me on this, but I feel like they may have just gotten it. I know they just got a container, and I feel like they may have just gotten it. Mm-hmm. So I would contact them.
Cool.
They will know exactly where they are on it for sure.
All right. Then I've got Appearance 91, which I feel like I understand what he's asking, but it says, hello, lads. Is it going to have the KCX Black Friday campaign in North America and Europe? I think
I'm not sure.
Probably referring to something KCX are doing themselves.
Yeah, I'm not sure what KCX
different
could be doing. I'd follow KCX North America, maybe on social media, but Europe, I have no idea. Yeah, we have 20% off almost everything, theradcompany.com.
Yeah.
So that's pretty killer, but outside of that, I don't know.
But yeah, if you want to take advantage of specific things you see them doing, go ahead and go to them, but what we do is kind of independent of that. So we just happen to carry their products as well. All right, moving along here, I've got Joey. They didn't have ribbon candy in Modesto, obviously.
Dude, that one they did, dude.
I'm going to go buy you some and bring you some.
Neil says, I think Sydney is talking about Brax candy. My grandmother had that same candy in bowls during Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Braches or Brax.
It's white, and it was on like How It's Made. Did you ever watch How It's Made? On like the
Brax
Christmas candies?
Candy. Oh God, you're not talking about these things that with the trees in the middle, are you?
No. Okay. No, it was like a ribbon. It was hard. It was a ribbon, and it was probably cinnamon and spearmint mixed.
Was it like a twist, or was it like shaped like a tire?
I don't think it was Brax, though. No, circle. Search Christmas ribbon candy.
This is going to be a fun thing to look up. All right. Drago's detailing. Let's see. What's Drago saying?
I've never seen that before in my entire life. I don't even know what the heck that is. I've never seen that before, Sydney, ever.
Well,
never.
This smells exactly like those.
Never seen that.
That's unfortunate.
This looks kind of like I am from another universe dimension. I've never seen that.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, no, that definitely didn't have that in Modesto. I'm telling you right now, dude. They had razor blades and needles in Modesto.
My grandmother lived in Twin Falls, Idaho.
Yeah,
so
definitely different.
Same difference. All right, Drago's detailing.
Oh, Drago's in the house. What's going on, man?
Oh my goodness! You know what? So many people say this, and it always makes me feel so bad. So
for the people who are listening, to
so
this.
Great seeing y'all at SEMA. I don't ever talk to Sydney because I get nervous. I get so many people that text me or send me a message after SEMA or after events, and they say I was too nervous to come talk to you, and that always makes me feel so bad because then I feel like I don't. Yeah, because then I feel like I don't get to see people that I want to see. So, Drago, next time, please come up and say hi. I enjoy your videos.
A good move. Sydney doesn't bite. You're safe.
I don't. I really I'm such a nice person.
She is.
Until I'm not. Right?
Yeah, just don't make her angry. That's all.
I'm not intimidating. Seriously.
I promise if you approach her and she's never seen you before, though,
bring
you
her
won't
some
make her
ribbon
angry.
candy, and she might let you into the Cool Kids Club.
All right,
the Twin Falls.
No, it's everywhere. It just wasn't in Modesto.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm trying to think it's a Twin Falls thing.
Jimmy, do you know what ribbon candy is?
I don't.
Oh gosh, you guys.
I'm a big fan of. I grew up with the. The little strawberry candies? They've changed the flavor since then.
The ones
they're
shaped
terrible
like
now,
strawberries.
but back in the day.
Oh, back in the day.
The
oh my God, they were the best.
With the little green ribbon on
That's
the top.
not ribbon candy right there.
It is
Nick.
made the same, but that's not exactly it.
Is that what you're talking
Well,
about?
look, there is one little piece there though.
Oh,
are you talking about the ones that look like little candy cane?
No, they're ribbon and they're white, and then they have blue or green and red ribbon through them. But they're like cinnamon and spearmint. Like kind of like that. Yeah.
I have never seen that before in my life.
Guys.
No, I have never seen that before. This is my
gosh.
first time laying eyes on
I'm
this
bringing
thing.
some in tomorrow. I'm going to go find some, even if they're from last Christmas.
I don't find it.
The dollar store probably. Honest to God, yeah. I'm going to go find some, and I'm going to bring it. It smells exactly like this.
It looks like somebody took bubblegum tape and then just carefully laid it together.
Yeah, but there's a show. Like, I've seen a documentary on how they make it.
So, wow. Okay,
it's like
never seen it.
Caro syrup, I would know that, but nope.
Okay, moving along.
Anthony, which polish pads do you prefer, Rupes or KCX, and why? So I've always been a huge fan of Rupes pads. Not for any like one particular reason, probably because of the consistency. I always found that their yellow was one of my favorites. I always loved their yellow wool, like their blue coarse wool. They had made some changes just recently to two of my favorites. I don't know if they're my favorites anymore because of the changes they made. I told them that at SEMA. I said, "Why do you guys do that?" They said, "It's a better pad experience." And I go, there was nothing wrong with it. It was perfect.
Yeah.
And so I don't know yet. I think that they're probably still some of my favorites, but the KCX pads are phenomenal. They're very durable. They are. I wish they did have a better, more obvious color coding system. If I'm completely honest, I know they have the backing. With their hook and loop, they have that colored, but I'm not as drawn to that pad in a cabinet as I am, let's just say, a Buff and Shine or a Rupes pad. And so I think that the KCX pads are good, and it's a great system with what they have it paired with, but I do find that I often like using things other than just foam. Meaning I usually like using wool pads, and that's the reason why I usually will jump to something like a Rupes pad.
All right. Then we've got Geraldo saying, Anthony and Trish reunion TRC episode coming soon.
Dude, I would, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I would smoke a cigarette with her, right? Just to sit there and listen to some Trivium. What was the song? I don't even remember what song it was, but
I think we all would like to know what she looks like.
Dude, she was great. I could actually describe exactly what she looks like, but I feel like that would be rude, and I don't.
The fact you say that is already rude.
No, it's.
Yeah, Marge's sister's from The Simpsons. Yeah.
No, she's actually, so there's another social media chick that like shoots videos, like content on social media. She's like a blonde-haired lady, and she, like the whole joke is that she like smokes cigarettes and like, buys beer from the gas station and all sorts of different stuff. I don't know what her exact name is on the account, but that's probably the closest thing to Trish that.
So maybe just say gas station chic.
No, I don't know.
Maybe just gas station chic or
Dane, I don't know.
I'm trying to put a little spin on it. But,
I don't know. Like, she also, her name could have been Tammy, basically. Like, Trish, Tammy, something of that nature. But she was great.
I think we're probably all like envisioning the correct Trish. I would venture to say. I think we're all pretty. Yeah. I wouldn't expect her to walk in here and went, wow, that's not what I was expecting. I think that it would be fairly.
Oh, yeah, you definitely that makes sense.
Yeah, that checks.
Hans is excited for Trivium. Neil says Anthony is a Creed and Limp Bizkit fan. We actually have an unironic Limp Bizkit fan here in the studio. Not in the studio, but actually behind the wall in the office. Seabass is very much a Fred Durst fan.
What's funny is that you used to be able to give somebody crap about Creed, right? Be like, that guy probably listens to Creed. Guess what, man? Creed's in. Creed's hot. People,
not to me. It'll never be
the Gen
back
Zers
for me.
are loving Creed, and they are loving Nickelback, and there's nothing we can do about it. So
you cannot take me higher. I'm fine where I am.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, it's funny. I'm like, man, they got so much crap now to just like actually like be loved. It must be the weirdest. It must be like the weirdest like feeling.
Just look at the smirk on Jimmy's face as he's hearing all this.
I'm just thinking about the fact that Limp Bizkit just got like paid so much to get their songs. I mean, Anthony knows because we play Battlefield together, but Limp Bizkit just like signed a major deal with EA for all of the soundtrack of Battlefield 6, which is pretty fun.
Well, that's fun.
All right. Sid, go for it.
Michael DeBlau.
All right. Michael says, Sydney, what is the best pad to pair with Clarity Cream? I picked up that you need special pads to polish glass, so best not to use my normal Rupes pads. So here's the deal. You can use your Rupes pads, but I prefer to dedicate pads to Clarity Cream or glass polishing. So you just want some way, which you're not really gonna have to do too much because it's probably gonna dye your pads pink on its own, but you want some way to identify those as glass polishing pads. So you can use anywhere from a wool to black, wherever you want. My most used one is yellow, but they all get dyed pink. So I don't even have to mark them in any way. But my only thing is keep them separate from the pads you use on your paint, because no matter how much we wash them, there's potentially still some, of the abrasive left in the pad. Now, obviously that's not supposed to happen, but I think we all know we've sprayed our pads out with an air blaster and you get dust. In that dust is abrasive. So I prefer to not mix my pads because I want to make sure that I don't have any of the old abrasive from Clarity Cream touching any paint because it could mar. So, we could be going over the top here, but also there's just something visually that blocks me from using a dyed pink pad on a white car, it's just something visual. So I prefer to keep them separate. So I literally have a set of glass polishing pads, and I might have a maroon, a blue, a yellow, a wool, and I have a stack of glass polishing pads in my pad cabinet. The other one that's great that Jimmy was just using is the maroon. That's a really great glass polishing pad too, because it's a stiff foam. It's going to rip off a lot of those water spots. So you can use regular pads, just have dedicated ones for glass polishing.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Further details. Anthony, go ahead and take this one.
Will the Ultra H2O foam cannon be watertight when turned upside down? Will the bottle be more like the wide mouth MTM or the quarter turn MJJC or ADS drift connection? So you've covered this. It is a quarter turn lid. It's a wide mouth quarter turn. So probably more similar to MTM. We have improved the gasket that goes on the inside of the lid there. So ideally, it's not going to leak. Now, I don't want to make any promises just because who knows? I don't want this to be like clipped in the future or something. But like we're really making sure the clearances are going to be really, really tight on everything. It's going to be a really nice premium experience. With that said, though, I mean, who knows, right? I mean, you could give somebody the bottle and they could go to crank it down, I could strip something, and then next, the gasket's kind of off and it's like crushed, and then they go, oh, it's leaking, and Anthony said it was never going to leak. Well, I don't know. I mean, anything can happen, but we've been stress testing that particular connection pretty constantly.
We know.
I get it. I love the wide mouth. I love it in terms of mixing chemical and pouring in soap and all of that. I mean, because we did that stuff for, we did the smaller, the smaller opening on the previous version of the MTMs for a long time, and we did funnels and all this crap. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to do that anymore. I would rather put chemical in, fill it up with water right out of the bucket, put my soap in, crank it on, seal it, and go for it. And then if I have to replace the bottle, right, and the bottle is starting to wear, or maybe the notches on the bottle have started to wear down, it's a cheap replacement, right? $10 or however much the bottle replacement will be. It will be substantially cheaper than the full foam cannon, and I will just replace the bottle, and I'll be happy, and I'll move on. That's it.
Makes sense. All right, then I got Stephen Germanakos. Okay, we'll call it Germanakos. Angry Monkey Detailing will get a talk going. Why do you feel trucks are getting bigger over the years? Are they still tools or driveway jewelry? Thoughts? Love all.
And I think it's both. I think some people use them as tools and some people just like big trucks, honestly. I have customers on both sides, right? And I don't think either one is wrong. But I do think they're getting bigger and they're getting, I don't know, fancier. Trucks used to be very utilitarian. They're very luxury now. Like your truck is very luxury.
Oh, yeah.
And so 100%. I think
you got ventilated seats, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. People like big trucks. And we have to remember too, we're in Idaho. So that's 4 out of every 10 vehicles is a big truck. So it's very normal here. But I have customers that are both, that they're very much utilitarian tools, and then ones that are just very, very pretty. And either one is great because they have moved into an F-350 is a dang nice truck inside.
Yeah, it's honest. I
think
that's what it is. It's kind of the inside, really, not so much the outside.
Yeah.
when I look at my truck, I don't think of my truck even as a big truck. I just think of my truck as kind of a normal size truck, just a little bit wider, I should say, right? Like I can tell it's wider than normal truck, but like it's the inside of the truck, which is the cab, right? Which is they're pretty much the same on all F-150s.
Yeah.
As a dad, 2 kids.
Oh gosh. So I mean,
those car seats actually fit.
It's amazing.
So
it's
nice.
like my daughter climbs up into the truck and she can get into the car seat from either side.
Yeah.
She could walk past the car seat,
which is so unheard of, even in SUVs.
The second row,
Yeah.
like walk past it,
Right.
and then climb back up. And I'm like, man, that is so much better than my wife's 4Runner, in which we're leaning over, trying to climb in, and we're trying to grab the seat belt. I'm like, stop swiggling, you know, like I'm trying to, you know, everything's falling over the truck. I'm like, this is like an entire room inside there, and so that's why I like it. I mean, but yeah, it is. Some people use them, some people don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it very rarely you can't. I don't even think you. I mean, outside of what an SUV will not give you what the cab that a truck has.
Nope.
The closest thing you'd get is a van.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But even
driving,
then, the clearance, like you say, between the car
van.
seat and the back of the driver's seat, and there's nothing like the Ford trucks for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, and as the former owner of the biggest truck out of any of us have ever owned, I will say it definitely didn't fall into the tool category. It was definitely more the jewelry category.
Oh, it was definitely.
yours was
Although,
definitely
as far as tools are concerned, I would think looking at it that
the
owner
say,
might
there is a tool. There is a tool involved in driving that truck.
It's the owner.
Yeah.
But
literally.
hey, I'm allowed to say that because I actually owned a monster F350 with all the lift and crazy 26-inch wheels, 37-inch tires. Like, it was ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. We got like 5. It was pretty. We got like 5 pages we're behind.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Kevin. What's Kevin saying?
Kevin just picked up a slim dryer towel today. Great deal with the sale. Totally dumb question. Is the logo side of the towel okay to use on paint?
Yes. Sure. Yeah. Totally can. It's great on glass. I mean, that's why I like to use it.
Yeah.
Paint them, it'll still do fine. It's just, glass is more ideal. Don't worry about like if it feels like slightly rough or whatever. It's not going to scratch your paint. That's usually just from the dyeing process. It's the dye. It's not necessarily the microfiber itself.
Yeah.
All right. And then Audio Nut Mike, remember he was using the Carpet Trio earlier from PNS. He's saying extractor, no steam today. Okay.
Cool.
Then we've got Joey. Joey's saying, what makes me a detailer? I have this certificate with Sydney's signature on it. Does that count?
That's like next level.
All right.
And that was only because Delaney couldn't sign it.
Oh, okay.
His was actually supposed to be signed by Delaney.
It's hilarious.
Here's a good one. We've got... Okay, he kind of starts by saying Steve the Foamer. Oh, okay, so he's just putting it out there. I don't understand why some PNS products are Pro Series and most are double black. Your all are great. Well, thank you, Stephen.
Yeah, so I can explain that kind of. So basically, the Pro Series is a lot of products that have been, in the PNS lineup for years and years. Obviously, PNS has been around since 1961, with Dave making the products 1987 and beyond. So the Pro Series was in place already. It was just kind of their line they had a car wash line as well that none of us ever hear about. And then in, 2015, the double black line was born. And this was meant to be like a retail ready line. So it was kind of hand curated. It was just, they were trying to get a different audience. PNS prior to the double black was very, detail store oriented, dealership oriented. They weren't really in the massive detailing space, and everybody kind of grew together. The rag company started to catch on, and then there needed to be retail ready packaging. And a lot of companies followed suit with this. Back before probably like 2012, you just merchandise your shelves. It didn't really matter how ugly the bottle was that something was in. And so the industry just kind of moved in that direction. And so the double black line was born, and it was meant to be a line that could appeal to both enthusiasts and professionals. and that was a little bit more of a hand curated and retail ready, meaning in the pints.
More ready
with
to
nice
use
labels and stuff. So
as well, because a lot of the Pro Series stuff are like concentrates.
Yes, yeah. And so, over the years, it did become kind of a challenge within PNS when we would come out with new products. For a long time, everything just went into the double black line. And then, I'm sure you've seen in the last couple of years, Rehab and Release have stayed in the Pro line. And that was for nothing more than just to not diminish the Pro Series line, because there's some some of my very favorite products are in the Pro Series line. So that was actually through my pushing of let's not forget this line. It's just as important and just as good. But when you really look at it, are the products better in one or the other? Absolutely not. They're all great across the board. Everybody can use them, detailers, enthusiasts. I think the Double Black series was just born out of needing a more retail audience.
Yeah, retail
ready. To be honest,
yeah. Makes sense.
All right, next up, I got Hydra here with a good question for Anthony.
What's the difference between Optimum and OptiCoat? Looks like the same products in another bottle package and a premium price. So the Optimum and OptiCoat products, the difference there is that the OptiCoat products were designed to maintain the OptiCoat coatings. So most of the products there actually will contain usually a different formula. Like, for example, the M-Wash actually contains a little bit of a SiO2 in there, along with the O&R, the yellow bottle of O&R. It's slicker, it leaves behind a little bit of protection. And then all of the other ones have been either diluted for immediate use, like Power Clean. I think there's some small differentiating factors there, but it is more ready to use than, let's just say, the orange Power Clean. But the interior products, as well as the glass cleaner and all that, they are different. They are different than the other products, but again, they are a maintenance product line for OptiCoat, but as a standalone line for anybody else, they're incredible. It's a very good line. It's just, I think that they're prettier looking for sure, but chemically they are different, hence the small price increase there. But yeah, it's still just optimum quality.
There we go. Then I've got Stillies with an interesting point. After blood work, my white blood cell count was way high. After sending me through cancer testing, they concluded that I just have weird blood, and the doctor suggested I quit detailing. Sorry, doc, that's not going to happen. This is how you know you're a detailer.
Yeah. Yeah. So gotcha. Andy, I didn't realize that was going on with you. I wish I would have known that, because actually, I think these guys here know, but not a lot of people do, that we went through this with Delaney a couple of years ago. And she was in and out of the hospital quite often because her blood results made no sense. And, they thought she had cancer, and it was this whole thing after her appendix burst. And, she was in and out of treatments and blood tests, and she had to do chemo infusions and anyway. And it was just that she just has weird blood counts. Nothing more, nothing less. She's just an oddball. And, she can live her life totally normal, but it just, after so much testing, the problem was they didn't have a prior baseline to her getting sick. And so but her white blood cell count is crazy. You would think that she should have every disease on the planet, and she literally never gets sick. So the however many she has, fight everything.
She's just
but
really
she's
prepared.
She's just super weird. And so I think if you keep doing the testing and it all stays the same, then you're just one of the oddballs like Delaney. You don't need to stop detailing.
Rach says, what products would I need to maintain my car? I prefer rinseless, but not sure about the decontamination stage. Wash clay, seal glass.
Yeah. So I obviously wash all of my customers' cars in the same way that I do mine, which is with rinseless wash, but I do often add crystal wash at the beginning, which is going to give you that decontamination that's still going to be safe to use on the coatings. So I just lightly mist crystal wash over the surface. Not every single wash, but it keeps it decontaminated, and then you probably only need to wash clay seal every 6 months. You probably don't need to do it that often. And that'll keep it perfect. But I just use rinseless wash.
Nice.
All right. Then I've got Hans here saying, Sid is a great person and a great hugger.
I try. I learned from Levi.
Saying she might be my favorite person in Boise.
Oh no! Shots fired,
Yeah.
Joey. This whole entire show, everyone resides in Boise.
All right, Joey.
But thank you, I appreciate that.
I see you. I see you.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
Noted.
I don't know how you were first introduced
Collie
to everybody here, but I don't know if it was us here. It was me sitting here. I don't know. Who knows what it was, right? But that's okay.
But to be fair, he has had dinner at my house several times, and he does like my cooking.
Probably hasn't done
He
that
sat in my
at
cold
Anthony's
garage
place.
during Tearsema.
Yeah, not the same thing.
Yeah, and we vented a lot of our issues.
Just get it off your chest.
I made
Collie
him
Carlos.
lasagna soup.
Didn't do that. I don't even know if I offered him water, to be honest. But we did a lot of trauma dumping. Collie says, "What's up, y'all? It's cool meeting you in person at SEMA. You guys are awesome. Appreciate the love and everything you do. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Collie.
Appreciate meeting you. Don't know what you look like right now, but I'm sure if I saw you at SEMA and I saw you right now."
Don't you feel like, we have to wear our badges? Don't you feel like they should have to wear their Instagram and YouTube
their
handles?
face needs to be on their profile picture.
That can be very difficult.
Yeah,
It would be
I wouldn't
so
ask
nice,
that.
yeah.
It would make it easier. Like Silly Goose here. Is this the same Jimmy you've often heard addressing off? Yes, this is
This is
him.
the Jimmy.
He's camera guy Jimmy.
Yep.
That's
me.
Charlie. Sydney.
Looking to get a new polisher to replace an old corded one that doesn't work too well anymore. Any recommendations on something that will break the bank? Man, I could be all over the place here because I don't know what breaks the bank, but I am a big fan of all cordless polishers if that's the avenue that you want to go down. I have both the Rupes and the Flex, love them both equally. I think the Rupes is a little bit higher price point, so I think the Flex is a little bit lower and quite a machine. I know that Liquid Elements battery polisher is about to hit the market, which I really enjoy their corded machine, and it's a phenomenal price point. So I also like the Liquid Elements tools. And then really honestly, like if you're looking for one that you can pick up at like O'Reilly's or something, the Griots ones are real nice. They're a good machine too.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Griots, the Liquid Elements are probably not going to totally break the bank. And it also depends on how much you're using it, right? I mean, mine I get paid for using, right? So, I mean, run a full shop. So there's more value into having the higher end machines because I can work faster. But if you're like a, enthusiast working on your own, doing a couple cars here and there, I think, the Liquid Elements or the Griots, I would look at both of those.
Cool.
All right. And JZ Cars here. What's up, TRC crew? Happy Friday Eve. I consider myself a detailer because I have been obsessed with keeping my cars and anyone I can help clean since I can remember. All right,
Perfect.
JZ. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's the spirit right there.
And that seems like a great way
whoa. He had a super chat. I got to clap for
look
that.
at that.
Yeah, we all got to clap.
Turkey
Come
fund.
on. Even Jimmy.
We're going to have to buy them prime rib. They don't like turkey.
Yeah, wow.
So what's Jay's saying?
Shout out to TRC crew. Here's a little cash for the turkey fund. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Can they not?
Oh, man.
What?
Turkeys?
They get a little bit of air and they fall back down. It's kind of like chickens. Yeah.
I did not know that. Sydney. Okay, on that note.
Sydney.
What a way to end a show. That's awesome.
Oh, no.
I'm sure they can fly.
Right. Well, Sydney's next tattoo is of a flying turkey. A flock of turkeys in a flying V formation.
Oh, no.
Imagine how menacing that would be, right? These thick, freaking jacked turkeys just flying through the air.
I got detailing
what
answers.
those are?
I don't
They're
have
ground
details
turkeys.
on birds.
Yeah,
they're kind of like a chicken. They can kind of glide
Chickens
for a
fly.
second.
Yeah, chickens
yeah.
fly.
Yeah,
like
for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
like
right.
that.
Until they land in your backyard with your dog, your neighbor's turkeys.
So,
oh man,
chickens.
This has been a ton of fun. Thank you guys so much, Dane. Thanks for joining us, Jimmy. Thank you for joining us as well. You did fantastic. Car looks awesome.
Appreciate it.
So again, just a reminder to head to theragcompany.com. Right, go stock up. 20% off almost everything. Black Friday is now happening along with doorbusters, along with limited edition swag, and one of our biggest sales of the year, hands down. So you really don't want to miss out, and definitely pick up the heavy metal collection at an awesome price with just some really cool colored products. So appreciate you all. thank you for joining us today. We will not be here next week because we're going to Sydney's for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Everybody's welcome.
Yeah, I'm sure, honestly, if I knocked on the door, I'm pretty sure she would let us in.
Totally.
And it would be great.
100%.
But I will let her have her family time. So thank you guys so much. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a great weekend, Black Friday, all that. More to come at TRC. Stay tuned for theradcompany.com newsletter, right? Because there could be some drops throughout the next week. Just, you don't want to miss out. So have a great weekend, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
See ya.